Today, we're taking a look at the DJI Mic 2. This little mic system is great for creators, videographers, and podcasters. It's a super simple system with some powerful features that set it apart from the competition. What makes this mic great for content creators? It's user-friendly with a wireless connection synced to your video source, and it produces high-quality audio. In this video, I'm going to talk through some important specs, pros and cons, and tips for using this mic. You're going to get my unbiased opinion based on real-world experience as a professional videographer. I've used this mic not only for YouTube videos, but also for commercial work for clients. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button down below. It really helps us out. First, let's talk through some technical specs. This mic has a 6-hour battery life, or 18 hours if you get the charging case. It has 8 gigabytes of internal recording storage, which is equivalent to 14 hours. It has a small 1.1-inch touchscreen on the receiver, which sits on the hot shoe of your camera and allows you to adjust the settings. Your subject can wear the transmitter via the magnet here or the clip. Or you can utilize a lav mic if you don't like the way this looks. You can just have a simple lav mic clipped on your subject and put this somewhere less conspicuous. Internally, this mic records in 32-bit float audio and also has intelligent noise canceling if you press this power button once. Now it's on intelligent noise canceling. There's also a USB-C adapter inside this little case so that you can connect it to your phone or whatever audio source you're recording into, whether that's an action camera or any other device. There's a USB-C or Lightning adapter that comes with the kit. So there's a variety of purchasing options. It comes as either this little zippered pouch kit, or you can get the 2-mic kit that comes in the charging case, or you can just get one mic by itself, and that records internally. If you're interviewing more than one person, the 2-mic kit is great, but you can always buy the other parts later if you just want to get the simple kit. You could skip the charging case and save $30 by just buying the basic kit and an extra mic. But if you buy them together, it saves about $40. Alternatively, if you just want a super simple mic that records internally, you can get the mic only for $100. The whole point of the wireless mic system is so that it syncs audio with your camera. So I really wouldn't recommend this, as you're going to be spending time syncing audio later in post. Let's talk about some pros and cons. First, when it comes to build quality, the DJI Mic 2 feels high quality. It's well built. The plastic body feels durable, like it will last. The buttons are tactile and feel pretty nice. The touchscreen on the receiver is pretty small and hard to navigate, but it's workable. As I've already alluded to, I immediately noticed the lack of a corded lavalier with this kit. So I had one from another mic I use, but you can buy one for an additional $40. The design's pretty simple. You can mount the receiver on your camera's hot shoe or whatever you're recording video to, and place the transmitter on your talent. The mics wirelessly sync up when you turn them on. You automatically have great audio. If you're concerned about interference or having a backup copy, you can always turn on the internal recording. This gives you a 32-bit float backup, which is kind of like the always shoot in RAW photo equivalent of audio. It gives you a lot of flexibility when you're adjusting your levels, and we'll get into more performance later. Although I haven't personally used it, the large metal charging case that you can get comes with the 2-mic combo, but it can be a little bulky. It doesn't fit in your pants pocket, but it does keep everything charged up. When it comes to performance and sound quality, the biggest improvement and most desirable feature of the DJI Mic 2 over the previous version is the inclusion of 32-bit float audio. Most recorders use 16-bit, so 32-bit, which is becoming more popular, gives you much more dynamic range in your audio, allowing you to adjust things up or down when you're editing your video in post. You don't have to worry as much about audio quality. A big caveat to this though, you'll only get the 32-bit float in the internal recording in the transmitter. So don't expect that to be baked into your video file in your camera. The DJI Mic 2 also claims to have intelligent noise canceling. As I mentioned, you can enable it by pressing the power button on the side of the mic once the mic is already on. It will vibrate and turn from green to yellow. This feature cuts out a lot of background noise, sometimes helpful if you're not in the most quiet setting. It gives you an opportunity to get nice, clean audio, even if you have some ambient noise. As far as connectivity and range, I love how quickly and seamlessly the transmitter and receiver connect. It claims a range of 820 feet or 250 meters. Not sure when you would need that much range, but it shows you how well the mic is going to stay connected. The battery life and power options are great for most scenarios. Battery life is 6 hours, and with the included charging case, you can charge on the go and get up to 18 hours of record time. If you're concerned about the battery life, get the case so you can keep things charged up as you're using them. Without the charging case, you have to plug in the USB-C power cable which comes with a little splitter, so you can charge both at the same time. But if you're concerned about it, the charging case is a lot simpler. For my use, the battery life was more than adequate. I'm never recording anything longer than 6 hours, so that's not really a concern. The mic is easy to use and the customization options are great. Out of the box, there's a fair bit of setup that you have to do, but once you get it the way you like it, it's pretty much plug and play. You want to make sure you turn on the following features in the menu: internal recording, auto on and off, the camera specific selection, the safety track. Those are all really helpful features. All right, let's talk about a few things I liked. The auto on off is helpful. It doesn't work with the transmitter, but when you're using it on the receiver, it turns on and off when you turn on and off your camera to save battery life. Number two, the safety track. It's super helpful if you forget to adjust your levels. You'll have a safety track that's at a quieter audio level. The Bluetooth connectivity is great. Some people will get a lot of use out of that. I typically just use the two and plug it directly into my camera. A few things that bug me. As I mentioned, the touchscreen is a little bit small and tricky for my large fingers to operate, but I wouldn't want the transceiver to be any bigger, so I'm not sure there's a good solution there. Also, a lock button would be really handy. A lot of my other audio recorders have a lock button, so you can't easily turn off the recording while it's going. Let's talk about price and value. The mic alone, $99. The mic and the receiver kit shown here, $219. For the two mics and the carrying case, $349. Getting a solid wireless mic for $219 is a pretty good deal. I really like having the lav mic if you don't want to see this recorder. So then you're looking at around $260. The simplicity of always having your audio synced from talent to camera is really helpful. And having a 32-bit float backup for scenarios when you need more dynamic range and there was connectivity issues is a really awesome feature. There are a lot of great wireless audio options on the market. The DJI Mic 2 seems to be leading the way in terms of functionality, features, and value. If you're just starting out, you might look at the older version, the DJI Mic 1. It's great if you don't need 32-bit float. You could also look at the Rode Wireless Go 2. Having two lavs is great. It's cheaper than the DJI kit, and the only concern is that the charging case is not included. There are cheaper versions that offer similar features from Godox, Neewer, or Hollyland. I haven't personally tried these options, but if you're on a budget, it might be worth trying. Prior to the DJI Mic 2, I've been using this budget setup, and here's what the audio sounds like to give you an idea of what a budget option might give you. Alternatively, I really like the Zoom F2. Now this little recorder records 32-bit float internally. It doesn't connect wirelessly to your camera. I've also used the Tascam DR10L for years. Both of them are great solutions, especially if you're going to do more post-production and syncing audio isn't as important. If you're a full-time videographer or creator, the DJI Mic 2 is going to provide great audio with a fast and user-friendly interface. It's great for creators on the go because it's compact, lightweight, wireless, easy to set up, and produces high-quality result. I think you're really going to like it. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And if you haven't subscribed already, I'd really appreciate it if you would do that. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.